Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. If you were just joining us from the Women-led Games Showcase, hi again! And we're joined by our friend again, Nakami.
Hello. Hello and more hello.
All the hellos!
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots.
Yeah, as of now, we're about halfway through the entirety of the Summer Game Showcase, well, Summer Game Fest stuff altogether. Like, tomorrow we've got the Xbox Showcase and PC gaming shows that we'll be doing, and yeah, if you wanna stay up to date on our reactions, then hit the like and subscribe for both our channels. I'll have the commies linked in the
Honestly,
description.
there's one other, but I'm totally blanking what that is. So
you can check the spreadsheet if you really need to. If you're absolutely can't remember it.
So I'll check after. I'll find out.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up now.
Actually, I can just. Oh, the other thing I was thinking of was the Death Stranding 2 thing.
And the Frosty Games Fest.
I mean, that's actually going on right now.
Right now?
We have to choose one or the other. Yeah.
I thought that was starting at 7 EST.
I'm pretty sure it's now. Oh, I guess it is later. Sorry. It's the Green Games Showcase that's now.
Yeah.
Sorry. They list all the times for different time zones. It's confusing sometimes.
Time zones, how do they work?
I wish they would just figure out which time zone I'm in and just, like, show me my time.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Very helpful.
Please welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome
Hello,
to the
you
Future
too.
Game Show.
Hi!
My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a
And
Dragon's
of course, my
Mad
audio
Dog,
was slightly
Majora,
out of
and,
sync again.
Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom.
Oof.
But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's debonair dungeon master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like all
I like exclusive video game trailers.
dives and developer presentations, it's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show's Steam page.
Indeed, and once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world.
Heck yeah.
World premiere! And also this thing is freezing on me. Dang it.
Frigate Gemini.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki, we gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive. We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right? Oh, Michael.
I don't know why, but the stream's freezing on me constantly now.
Man,
Wait, is this, yes, this definitely is.
Scam Citizen?
No, oh, Owlcat. Oh my.
I was thinking of the wrong thing altogether then.
Well, that wasn't the, show I'm thinking of, but, I'm,
after the large haul down this corridor, they shut
sorry,
down this part.
I keep getting distracted by the gameplay and I stop thinking about what I'm thinking about.
I mean, there is one thing to consider. It's not horror in space this time.
It definitely is.
Safari, you're right.
The language gave it away. Man,
Hello,
why am I
Aldella.
blanking on the name?
Oh, by the way, can you chat hear me, by the way? Just wondering.
What was that?
Can your chat hear me, by the way?
What the hell happened here?
Probably. I have not heard anyone complain. So,
Okay.
Buddy.
Well, this guy knows how to chill out.
yep, The Expanse. That's what I was trying to think of the whole time.
Oh! Okay.
I want to play this. I'm a fan of the TV series.
Have you played the Telltale game then?
Can I just stop breathing?
I did not, but I wanted to.
Well, now I've put it on the radar for you then. You're welcome.
I'm a hard sci-fi fan, so this is my wheelhouse.
Again, you're welcome for having that put on your radar then.
To start the show, The Expanse: Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series. Make sure it's on your
I
wish
knew it was
list.
unreal.
Pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now.
World premiere!
Sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
Blood and gore, huh?
I used to
Why
swear
is she upside down?
by my father's oath. To protect the wards is to protect our people. And if it claims our
I
lives,
wanna guess this is supposed to be like Nordic.
it's one life lost for the sake of the many.
It is very Nordic, or at least Celtic. In
What do
like
you swear by
the art.
today?
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from me.
Okay, that looks cool.
Damn, that actually is cool. And also, is that like, am I looking at this correctly? But is she somewhat using the like a force pull, like straight out of Star Wars?
I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it's some sort of power. Oh good, undead. That's what we want.
Pestilence must be purged.
Oh, that was nasty.
Our father
Damn!
found one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
Echoes of the end.
Damn, that looks cool. Oh, Deep Silver's publishing. So I'll be able to check this out.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's
World
exciting. This is
premiere!
our very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
Free alpha. Oh my.
Come on, show us the thing.
I mean, it's gotta be spooky first. And we're definitely in Japan. This is
Yeah.
totally Japanese styling. And somehow it gets darker. Oh, that's always a great way to start.
Yay, for having no memory! I mean, it could just be like atmospheric horror. I mean, you get what I mean, right?
Whispers in the Fog. That's a name. I didn't really see enough to decide if I should, watch list it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it might just be like atmospheric horror.
Possibly go wrong. That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer.
Oh,
Sure,
great.
Give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open world action
Psychological
RPG based on the
horror.
beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
No, yeah, we've seen this
So
yesterday.
this one, yeah. There's a lot more gameplay in this trailer, though.
Probably just trying to incentivize you to watch all the shows then. Or at least all the major ones anyway.
I mean, they gotta spread them out, obviously.
Yeah.
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I forgot about this thing existing.
Yeah. It's definitely got a certain style.
The pressure's peaking. Every second counts, and these plays are next level.
This is what the finals is all about. Split-second decisions, teamwork under fire, and victory carved in chaos.
Love it. But sometimes the best strategy is to just hit your opponent really, really hard.
I mean, that sounds very legitimate. You'll just need a very, very big hammer if you want to do a lot of blunt damage.
Season 7 of the finals launches on June 12th. And whether you're a seasoned veteran or a new contestant entering the arena, if you're tuning in on the FGS Twitch channel, you can earn a Twitch drop of this
It's
Kablamo
hilarious,
grenade
but
skin.
the
Yeah,
audio
anybody who
will
watches
sync
this
up
very show for
pretty
15
close
consecutive
for a
minutes on
sec,
the FGS Twitch channel,
and then it
will
gets,
earn the
like,
skin.
behind.
So, if you've been with us from the very start, or you're just joining us, wherever you've been,
Oh, I've-
then
How that
just
works,
stick
but
around.
it keeps
I don't
doing
think you
it.
need any more reasons, but
Oh,
let's
okay.
move on
I've
to
actually got the
something
drop on my channel too.
preferred to
Sweet.
consider with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
This looks kind of familiar.
You know, in hindsight, I really should keep track of what shows I've got drops for. 'Cause I wasn't aware I was gonna get drops here too. Just saying.
I mean, I rarely pay attention to that sort of thing. I probably should more, but
Yeah, but this is like, sorry. This is more along the lines of like as a official customer, like kind of benefit. Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
I think I saw this last year, maybe.
Hurdling launches later this year.
Not
but
sure.
You can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person
Man,
psychedelic
the
thriller
audio
that
was
explores
just
the realm
synced,
between
and now it's
slumber
off
and
again.
death. This game is
I
helmed by
swear.
Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
That's what I heard. Nine Inch
cannot
Nails.
sleep.
Yeah, I heard so too.
I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
You need to sleep. You will literally die if you don't sleep, at least eventually.
I don't think he cares.
Come along. This way. You're not ignoring
Okay, this is
me,
definitely
dear,
trippy.
are you? This is all perfectly natural.
I don't think there was anything natural about that one scene.
Give me your eyes, dear.
Well, that is so disturbing.
Yes.
Sleep Awake
Yes,
is
that
coming
is
soon,
the
so
words
drop
for
it
it.
on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Sohn, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her
He's all I've got.
before he does.
Eric's Home is a game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it.
Just
I would
wanna
describe it as
see.
a stealth puzzle game with a very
I know, that's
strong
even
emphasis
farther
on
off.
story,
Man.
where you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations
looks
and
closer.
puzzles in a
How
kind
about
of
this?
interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in
I
the setting
don't know what you
of
mean.
Scandinavian nature, which
Sorry, I'm
not
trying to
only,
fix the
resonates
audio
with
being
me, but
so
with the rest of the
wildly
world because
out
it's
of
so
sync.
unique. It's always
Oh,
nice to
right.
see something new that people can relate to. So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies. It just floored me. I thought it was so beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Tio, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build, and the story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling. I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store, and we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the
Okay,
release.
I'm
date.
not
I
quite
hope
sure
you
on
enjoy
this,
it.
honestly. I'm not quite sure.
Man. I cannot get these to sync up at all. It's really nuts.
The struggle be real.
Definitely a stealth game now. Also, I'm betting this is in Unreal.
I mean, yeah, most people just go straight to Unreal. So, yeah.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's home. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
What sort of name is that?
You're asking me.
So this is a really weird art style.
I mean, sorry, I was trying to get a closer look at the at the helmet. Underwater grounded? I want to guess.
What? Him. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I don't even know either. I don't even know.
So apparently early access is available now.
Yay for the surprise drop.
Is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
I mean, paintbrushes are fun weapons.
Yeah, ask the Splatoon community then. Yo, what? I mentioned the Splatoon community as a joke. I didn't think we'd be bringing in the Inkling thing as well.
I mean, clearly it was needed. And of course, there's already a demo.
Yeah, they gotta get your attention somehow.
On November 24th, but there's a demo of
Oh my god, I love that hair of hers.
Those of you who have tuned
Like
in before
in the
will know
Constance
that
art.
during the Every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest 2. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grim Lore Games.
And we've been waiting as long for a Knight's follow-up. Sega.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
Titan Quest II is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest I. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought
Greek
that
mythology has been super popular for like 100 years at least.
I was gonna say for like ever.
You're not really a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest II is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible.
Sadly, this is not really my type of game.
You can take your character in multiple directions.
As in the gameplay or the setting?
Support quite a lot, actually.
The gameplay. I am not the top-down
Fair enough.
type.
Of our game. Your
Fair enough.
Modifiable. So each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space. We are not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out larger DLC packs, which will include additional chapters.
It's messed up how people have to specify that now.
Areas and masteries, of course. So Titan Quest II will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wish
so many other
already, and we're looking for
groups
a summer timeline for this, and then later
Let's
the
put
other
it that way.
platforms.
Microtransactions and DLC? Yeah, I know, unfortunately. Also, I thought this already came out. Feels like we've been hearing of this for a couple of years now.
Wishlisted on Steam or the Epic Games
I mean, that was
Store.
the original Titan Quest, I believe.
Legendary actor.
No, so that,
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing?
it's like I thought Titan Quest 2 came out already came out.
Stages, taking in the sights and smells, and
I mean,
then I heard you guys
not.
making noise about
One's
video
been
games
around
out here.
forever.
Thought I'd join in.
Okay. Well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, you know. I don't
No,
wanna-
no, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere.
World premiere.
A beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets and dizzying marvels.
I can't help but feel like this reminds me of Myst.
There lies upon this
But, like,
world
if you did
man
Myst today.
a mocking
Actually, I believe
shadow.
maybe there was a game or two that did that.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring Yours truly is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles, so get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye.
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man.
GG's, Yuri. GG's.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Free bio course. How hard could it be?
Very, obviously.
I mean, I'm not exactly sure the situation, the context, so I don't know what Biocore even is.
I mean, I would just assume strange tech that I don't know anything about would be hard to acquire. But that's just me.
It's like capture the flag on crack.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG.
I do like
with a roguelike
turn-based and tactical.
You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Oh, good. Zombies.
This whole island.
Gotta have a zombie somehow.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality. That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile. All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this
Oh, that's helpful.
Skills in the middle of battle is fun.
Structure, focused on
Yay for the power of improvisation.
Challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
Get your ship wrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on Trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam, and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Oh, that looks cute. Oh, this looks cute. Oh, this is so cute.
It really feels though like you need 4 players to have all the colors. Since it seems you can only break things that are your color.
Wait, was that date for June 2nd for launch? It's the 7th though.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy. Supply line ready.
Break that door open.
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
My clothes are about to catch fire. Get an attack line in there.
Gotta go scout the area.
Really? Is this firefighter
Jack, you're good?
simulator?
Found one of the victims.
Please, get me out of here.
We can't let the fire escalate like that.
Yeah, I know there was some police game where the kiosk made me think, Hold on, is that AI? But yeah.
Firefighting simulator. Ignite. United against
Man,
fire.
did I call it.
Coming fall 2025. Wishlist now on PC and consoles.
Are we all clear? No Nolan Norths or Ashley Johnsons waiting in the wings?
No, I think we're good. Okay. Now remember, folks, you can find all those games as well as...
digitals check for any Troy Bakers?
Show Steam page.
Yes, and you'll want to prime your wish lists in advance for this next reveal. It's a game where you play as a bureaucratic inspector in a fantasy world.
What's like you make sure the evil layer is up to code before the party heads inside?
Yes, that's literally the whole deal.
Okay, I legitimately need this game.
World premiere!
Heroes. The world is full of them. Sons and daughters of farmers.
Oh, actually, you know what? It does sort of remind me of an anime from last season.
Okay.
What is a hero without a princess to save? Without dragons to slay? Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
Okay, I so want to check this out.
Hellgates and you, your first ritual sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
We, the members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements, hereby announce a strike, effective immediate.
It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and their clipboard that decides if we have to do more work.
A dragon attack? That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
I mean, true. It is.
I so want to check this out.
We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause. Wishlist the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Have you got a demo? Damn it, no demo.
That's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Oh boy.
Team Waifu. Ramoon.
Bring the Ramoon. I mean, tactically armed waifus. Does sound fun.
I mean, I'm hoping it's not a Counter-Strike situation.
Looks like a third-person shooter. But oh, that would make me dizzy. WTF. Man, that's stuffed full.
Well, that's a new one on me. Base building, relationship building, shooter.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC.
Just call it
But you can
WTF.
jump into the open playtest on Steam after the show.
Now we've got a trailer for an action platformer
what that actually
inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look at Hirogami.
Oh, we've seen this. We've seen this yesterday.
Yes, unfold yourself to get through.
I mean, that's the important lesson of the story. If you want to do something, you have to stop folding. And if you want to check it out, they got a demo.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Games Store.
Fold it into your wish
check out the
list.
free demo, which is available on Steam.
Because you need more
Okay,
puns.
time for an update on Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
Hang on. Uh-oh. Things are freaking out. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, internet's freaking out again.
Invitation for every, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created.
Okay, things have stable again. That's
a
good.
sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game,
I mean, that's also
we are,
cheaper
on the
for
other
you.
hand, building up an amazing modding platform. Basically, what eFrontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both read and writes the world state. And that, I think, will enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before. But this is
I have no idea what this guy
that
means.
is developed around EVE Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we're built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
Again, I have
I don't
no
think
idea.
I'm enough of an Eve fan.
Nope.
Access for eFrontier is available now, and you can head to efrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
Did you need an arcade F1 racer? Really?
Apparently so.
I mean, F1 is sort of known as like the hardcore type of racing anyways. I don't know how well that combines with this sort of style.
I mean, I probably figured why not if they can like make tiny versions of iconic Formula One cars. I mean, I'm just saying here.
I'm not really surprised at that, but...
I mean, we just got a bunch of like tiny Formula One cars in Lego blind boxes.
I don't know how much people playing a kart racer really want to have to know what type of tires to like hit their car. What is the market share for something like that?
Honestly, I'm just gonna say, ask the Forza community.
Formula
I mean,
Legends
Forza is
is
very
racing
different.
on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam.
I mean,
Also, wish
Forza
you
does have the motorsport games as well as the Horizon games that are all like arcade racers.
exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
Yeah, but they're not like
So,
a
if you
kart
like what
game.
you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a
I
demo
mean,
and dig
that's
in.
more along the lines of like Mario Kart,
First up
but then
is
you put in
Catastrophe.
like tire
This is an
changes.
action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel.
If it was a kart racer, then there would be like power-ups.
Mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick their route through a series
I mean,
of
it's
interstellar environments.
some sort of weird cross.
I'm just saying that since that's like the main like gameplay mechanic of a kart racer.
Descended on the town of Flint Peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles, then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete
Oh,
puzzles
well, that's
and
handy.
Use their phone.
Yay!
That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Oh, charming.
I think the LCAT server just popped out a few messages on Discord.
Oh.
Because I'm in their Discord.
Begins with a plan.
And I just realized I got like multiple pings from it.
Congrats!
I think they're just announcing the new game.
Yeah.
A vision
For the people who aren't watching the Future Games show.
foretelling glory
Obviously.
or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become.
I mean, let's be realistic. Most of those guys that were sea captains, at least military, naval sea captains, were like
But never at our final
very greedy.
Well, now you can be a greedy sea captain.
No thanks.
We sail. We fight.
More loot for me.
We endure. For the voyage is life. And life is the voyage.
I also haven't actually seen anything that looks like gameplay. I mean, is it all sea battles? You fight on the deck?
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Do they even know yet, since it's on Kickstarter?
Honestly, I really don't. I have No
Check
clue.
out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some
That's
super
what he does,
cool games.
Gothic vocabulary.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a
Trick shots?
Cartoon Peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Of course, there's a demo.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to
No,
create
thank you.
world-class courses.
I believe we saw some of this during the Summer Game Fest yesterday.
And obstacles between. You'll manage
Maybe.
staff, budgets, and customers on your way
I
to
think I said
crafting
the
a
same thing
golfer's
that-
paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Ascends to Zero is up next.
Oh, we
It's
saw
a
this
hack and
earlier.
slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the meantime, you can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish list.
That was the one that I thought would make me dizzy.
Or how about Animal Kind? This is a cozy.
I mean, these are
cooperative
adorable
home-building game
animals.
Where you play as a crew of critters in mech suits. Players will use their industrial-grade opposable.
Can you
phones to
pet the
scavenge
dogs,
around
though?
for materials and establish a community.
I mean, some of those look like cats.
Animal
And
Kind is coming
Can you
soon to
pet?
PC.
Can you pet the animals
On the
then?
page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving in July.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast.
Hi,
Don't
Timek.
Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that each treasure has its weight, and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate. But when you fail, there's always another run. My game will feature 4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release in 2026.
We're rounding things out with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to bring about the end of the world.
Yay.
Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with
Cultist
performing your loved
Pikmin.
ones and
I
recruiting
want
players
in.
to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC and
I
is
don't want
wishlisted
to
on
end the
Steam.
world, though. I kind of need the world.
That was our Spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
What?
As in, like, they're bad? No. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh no! 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 No!
Peggy 18.
No, thank you.
No! No! Gross! They'd rather buy a WinRAR. Help!
I'm
mean,
not a masochist.
If that's your whole... I'm sorry, what?
If those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention, then we're
No.
gonna help.
That
You can head to the link on
that
the screen
cannot be
now for
real.
One of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest
Dinosaurs?
trailer for Death Ground.
Oh, well, the raptor got somebody.
The raptor got lunch.
Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad.
I mean, that might be a snack. He wasn't all that great.
In these dinosaur-infested abandoned facilities. Could you survive?
Depends, really. I mean, look how big a turkey is, and we have that for Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatever.
Specifically, Utah raptors. So, unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing heights comparison for me.
We've spent most of our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge because...
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with.
I like how they actually use realistic looks for the dinos. A lot of them all had proto feathers.
A decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
So, what, you're one of those people who doesn't like dinosaurs having feathers?
No, I hate the fact that most games don't have dinos with feathers. Even T-Rexes probably had proto feathers.
Mission command, the single player tutorial, and introduction.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, wasn't this whole feather thing like a...
Severed arm just laying there.
Wasn't this whole dino feathers thing like a somewhat recent discovery?
It's been like 20 years. I was a teenager when that happened. So.
Oh, okay.
Collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events.
It's still not the like regular concept for dinosaurs then, for some reason.
Yeah.
I
think they look way cooler with feathers, but that's me.
Deathground is launching into Steam Early Access later this year. Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
I am refusing to acknowledge puns, so let's move on with our second one.
We need the punishment.
Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird action-adventure game, Hell is Us.
Hell is not me.
Hell is Us? More like Hell is Puns. Got him.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Delated, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us. So the game is definitely like an action-adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. He was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where the adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following...
I'm trying to read that guy's shirt. I thought it said dead good.
Actual thing you needed to find. Almost all the variables
that said
connected
dead
to your exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you in a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about the old
It's
Zelda
really hard to
games,
read that because he's like
it was straightforward,
moving about.
Like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Once in the woods, follow the wind signs. They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Joel,
dead good.
When she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as we're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that if I go and then you go there? And
okay. I recognize that now. Like,
and it works. Really
Dead Goods, a PR company actually that I got to work with a couple of times.
No game is perfect, but it's very much it's the joy of exploration, the joy of
funny. Funny how I'm the one to make that observation.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell is Us without talking about our monsters. And the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like?
That sounds like Wuthering Waves.
So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, you know. So we have grief, ecstasy.
Gotta love that. You've gotta love that.
So it's just a husk.
Woo-wah vibe.
Facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion, and then they look like that because we tried a lot of things, and they ended up looking like this, you know. So you'll be able to play Hell Is Us on September 4th, 2025, on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
Wishlist it now because Hell Is Us is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
All right, I think we're due another world premiere, don't you?
World premiere!
Set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Totally legit.
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? So
this is live.
Details reached out, and I am officially in.
I mean, we're
game.
live. I'm not sure about
Actually,
her.
Seeing you just reminded me. They're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you, but only if you're coming to the D&D group next week because our party could really use a barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
Well, I mean, that was an easy way to get a group together.
I used to follow Jasmine. Since I left Twitter, I don't see anything anymore, but... is that a slime girl?
Yes. No, I was gonna say water. Oh, it is water!
I mean, slime, water, what's the difference?
Well, I don't know if slime can put out fires.
Probably, it's liquid. Oh, this is Fading Echo. I saw this listed earlier.
So they did the entire sketch with no voice work in it yet.
Fading Echo coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it
Literally,
on Steam
live.
or the Epic
They
Games
talk
Store.
to each other
Go,
after
go, go,
all,
go.
right?
We got another
that's true.
Trailers up next. Let's dig in.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies. The demons above, and the beasts below.
All right, up. Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Shale, all things are possible.
It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that?
We gave you those robes for a reason.
Because it does not get any easier.
Damn,
I've seen this, like, last year. I think I follow it on Steam, too. But it looked a lot more cool last year. Sorry. They did.
Yeah, I believe it was like I believe like during the countdown, it was like going across the screen every so often. More linked.
I have no idea what he's doing half the time.
Yeah, Linked is so good.
Oh no, she's cool.
Oh, Tomba, I think. Oh, John Mac.
Retro collection. After all, they need that retro money somehow.
Wait, uncensored?
What did they censor?
That's a very good question.
We're back, and you can wishlist all of those games by heading to the
Future Game Show Steam page?
The Future Game Show's Steam.
Which I've already had
With
up.
that out of the way, it's
for a
time
while.
for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Oh no.
Directive
Oh, dear.
about a deep space mission to save humanity and the shape-shifting alien who
Oh no.
let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
I like the sci-fi theme, but
We are going to do this. Just lower the gun.
Not until you move.
oh jeez.
Those things could change shape.
You know, I thought that Supermassive would be working on the next lot of Man of Medan games.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please.
Spoopy.
Went differently. Hey, I'm Will Doyle. Creative Director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new...
Oh, it is Dark Pictures game then.
Go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games,
well, Madame Medan
has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game, and see alternate paths that
I mean, that would help you get, you know, an ending you're
points,
happy with.
You can rewind to a pivotal
which I'm all
or
for.
decision, collect missing
well, instead of being screwed by a decision you made at the very beginning of the game that otherwise had no consequences.
There's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally
a thing with a lot of their older games was always the attempt to keep everyone alive. And they usually made it possible, but knowing the exact combination of things to make it happen
introduces the ability
was
to rewind
really
and
hard to
change
get.
your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025, and if it's not on your wish list
I mean,
already...
okay, I'll tell you something that is really weird. So, Until Dawn had this one character who, no matter what, you could not say.
Here's the game base.
Like, he would always either be killed or turned into a Wendigo. But for the remake they did last year for it, they added a new possible ending where he does get to live, meaning you basically get to save everybody.
Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the
Ouch! That looked like it hurt.
We are also showing what it's like to climb at high
It did look like it hurt.
When you get up there, you'll face ice walls that require you to use ice axes and spikes. But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system also supports mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the rock face and choose the most
during women-led gaming,
Cairn is coming
they
up on
had
PlayStation 5 and Steam later
the
this year.
woman who says she's
You can
like
give it a try in
the
video
designer for
available on
this,
PC and PS5.
and now they got some guy. Why are they going with the guy here?
Cairn is coming to PlayStation.
Maybe you have the option of either a guy or a gal.
Demo on both platforms after the show.
I'm gonna guess anyway.
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
Korea is devastated. Great. No, thank you. I don't need a new Resident Evil.
Now you need Silent Hill instead.
I don't know if I need that either.
Yeah, you clearly do. Yeah, I think that is supposed to harken back to the OG Resident Evil. Like fixed cameras and everything.
Yeah, it looked very original OG Resident Evil. That's what I meant. I do like how you can kick stones in this one. That's kind of fun.
Oh, so a hero can actually now go kick rocks.
I mean, if you can manage to hit someone in the chest with one, it's all good.
Then again, you kind of should be able to do that, given you're holding a sword and a gun.
Dark the Ghoul and Ground Zero are both coming soon to PC. What's up next, Laura?
We're taking a look at a game called Hella. It's a cooperative folklore adventure where you and your friends band together as brave little mice.
Your backpack opens its mouth like it's alive.
Oh, that is so cute!
They're now flying mice.
The bags are even used as like a little glider. I got it. There you go.
Yeah, let's just hang off the L. I'm sure that will be fine. Nothing to worry about.
Very legit. The bag even has a little extendable tongue.
And Xbox, so give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Moving swiftly on, it's time for a look at Ludo.
Oh no.
This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18.
Can I not? And just say I did.
How can you distinguish between what is real
I think we saw this last year, though.
and what isn't?
Maybe
Do
we
you
have.
trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
I don't need a story about loss or regret. I have enough of that in real life.
Don't we all?
How much longer are you going to pretend to ignore it? Don't do it. Don't let him get you again.
I mean, yes, I don't want anyone to get me.
Well, that got creepy.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and it's
World premiere
from a very special someone.
Hello everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025.
I thought he retired.
There are many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days.
Well, that would explain
As
why.
many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of Anytwins. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the Endreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Parkour is cool. I don't want to do it in first person.
This isn't just first person. This is VR first person.
Either or.
Damn, this looks good. Damn, that looks good.
Reach is an ambitious virtual reality action adventure coming to PSVR, Steam, and MetaQuest in 2025.
Okay, Matt. It's time to check in with everybody's favorite depressed and recently divorced duck.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, no!
The Duck Detective.
He may have cracked the mystery of the secret salami, but when you're that good at your job, there's always a new case to solve.
Not the divorced duck.
Cold embrace of loneliness. And this vacation will be the end of me.
Hi, I'm Annika.
And I'm Johnny. We're Happy Broccoli Games based in Berlin, Germany.
Our newest game is Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, where you are the one and only duck detective, a depressed and recently divorced duck who must quack the case.
Oh, the
Inspect
puns.
evidence,
Quack!
make deductions, and solve this no-murder mystery.
To the annoyance of the duck detective, he is joined by a new partner in solving crime, Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to find the truth and nibble on the crumbs of justice.
Nibble on
Right
the
now, we're
crumbs
working
of
on a simplified
justice.
Chinese language update
Capybara!
later this year.
We're very excited for you to play. The game is out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series XS, and PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Are those bread slices?
Duck Detective.
The ghost of glamping!
Oh, okay.
Duck Detective,
Nice.
The Ghost of Glamping, has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far. But how about our
Oh, it's
rhythm
this one
roguelike
again.
from the maestros behind Patapon?
It's the Patapon thing. Ratapon.
Where I still like the music, but I could not play.
I just realized the little guy's a cat. I think this is the same trailer from yesterday.
It looks very similar, if not the same.
Yeah, I believe this actually is the exact same trailer from yesterday.
I'm still just here for the music.
They just want the soundtrack.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm pretty sure when the game does launch, the soundtrack will be available anyway.
Steam Early Access on July 25th. But there's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile. An interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Oh.
Sure.
Seems legit.
Can't be. It's Hercule Poirot.
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I
Is it
asked
just
you
me,
to
or
come.
does he look like,
What do you suggest I do?
what's the actor's name?
And
The one
can you
that played
confirm
Magnum
that all
PI.
the passengers are present for the meeting?
Not sure.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. but we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
I may leech. My, you got here quickly.
I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me.
I mean, it's a detective game. Everyone's lying.
A dangerous one.
Even you're lying?
What do we have here?
Probably.
Thank you, Mr. Poirot.
I don't trust you.
Search each of you. Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.
Agatha Christie Death on the Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Okay, I don't want to build up this next trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
Clearly the puns.
Oh, the puns. Oh, it's House Flipper, isn't it?
Maybe?
You say that like you know.
Oh. House Flipper Scooby-Doo? What?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Soinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Now we're starting to close in on the end of the show, but not before we show you our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind
I mean, that was a one to watch.
Exclusive insight into Mafia, the Old Country. Here's all the gory details.
I mean, it's not a game without a knife fight.
Is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900 Sicily, so the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia itself, back to where organised crime first really came from.
In Mafia the Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Teresi crime family, and then this game really, this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia the Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful.
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character performances. That's really helped us to bring our story to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show, which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
I mean, do you really want story moments being spoiled this early? 2K?
I think they already kind of talked about this one. I mean, you know he's joining the Mafia.
Spoilers!
I mean, they already said it.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood. You're here because of your
Now
deeds
there's a familiar voice.
and the assertions of those who stand after your side. This life is one of secrecy.
I mean, I'm not the best vocal voice recognition, so yeah.
You must not know about our thing.
is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all.
Well, that's a happy line.
Yes! The happy line of all time.
Yourself, your life, to this family.
Yes. I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me.
That's a weird place to cut someone.
Ew.
To become a man of honor. Repeat these words.
Seems like a convoluted process, to be quite honest here. I mean, cut your lip open, bleed onto a photo, and burn it?
To this family.
I swear my loyalty.
It's very ritualistic.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media,
not.
this is a time
I haven't seen it either.
enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
I did see it listed on Steam, but
Hey, what's up? I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the spark.
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization, all at the same time. You got it, right?
Ancestor, I need you.
And it's not just for show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles. It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask. Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock?
genetics?
And
I
the
mean,
best question is,
who wouldn't want to have an ancestor like that?
to play a game where you can start with classic 1-2, then
He
send
does
your
look
opponent
pretty
across the arena with your
badass.
hammer, switch again to pull this dude a little closer, hit him with a huge combo across all 3 timelines.
The hell are you?
And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark. Tenet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a little mini-me. Look. Wash up, wash up.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles.
I mean, it would be one of the most like advanced uses of like the SSD technology for the PS5.
You never know.
Thank you to Roar Games for the inside scoop on Tenet of the Spark. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, so pop it on your wish lists. All right, what have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay for Creasol, Feeder of
Oh,
Idols.
this.
This is a first-person horror shooter for fans of BioShock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Again, can I not and just say I did?
Oh my god.
Guide my path
No. No.
in this hour of darkness. As the shadows of the abyss close in, let God's sacred light banish them. I am to fall.
Ouch.
Let my flesh turn to ash. So my soul
Oof.
ascend to you.
I thought just like ask for blood from like your I don't know, someone other than yourself. Not like your actual own blood.
I just want to know about all of this.
Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever. Crisol.
Holy moly, that was good.
You're telling me. Crisol Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year, and your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay, well, how do you want to do this?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
Okay.
and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay, because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know.
I guess that could work. But if the trailer's cool though.
Final world premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will
Oh,
of
that's
Mother.
creepy.
Yep.
So
All the creepy.
step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
Oh yeah, didn't you mention this yesterday?
I've got something to show you.
No, I don't think so.
Ah.
Maybe?
I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
I would like to see gameplay. That was super creepy, but I have no idea how
That was
it
your
plays.
first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next Future Games show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's Summer Showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like
Really?
to thank
There's
everybody
another
who's tuned
show I
into the Summer
know
Showcase,
nothing about?
as well as the dream-weaving developers who put their all into those amazing trailers we debuted today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show.
I mean, I'm about to clock out, so yeah.
Follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the
I mean,
FGS YouTube
yeah,
channel.
I wasn't planning to stay
And I'm Laura
either.
Bailey, and this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
I am very curious what they're talking about, though. Oh, I guess there is another version that's live from LA?
I don't know. But I'm calling it here though, since yeah, that like yeah. Anyway, though,